Hi, I'm Andy. Welcome to the English Watch and welcome to the Tudor 2022 release preview. So they just launched the new watches. We're going to dive in. Just going to do this live and have a bit of a stroll through and see what we can find. Let's have a go. Right, so what have we found? Now, already looking at this, there's a number of new dial variants I've spotted. The Adventurer looks like a new GMT. There it is. Now we can, if we want to, go into here and click Discover More. Now I typically go into the press room, but let's see what we've got here. So straight up, Black Bay Pro. Now we had the Tudor North flag before. That one was discontinued. What we've got here is a 39mm GMT. Interesting. So this looks very much like the original Rolex Explorer 2. So I think this one looks pretty hot. Obviously just a steel bezel. It's got a sort of a yellowed handle. We'll dive into that in a second. We've got a steel and gold Black Bay GMT. So two GMTs. And we've got a steel and gold Black Bay Chrono. Now, I think they did a steel and gold one before. It looks like they've just maybe updated it to the latest iteration that was released last year. So scrolling down a bit more, we've got something for the ladies. So some more glitz around the standard Black Bay, so the 31 to the 39. Looks like they've added a 41, so they've added a 39mm that wasn't there before. So that's interesting. So that brings that more in line with the Rolex Oyster Perpetual kind of lineup, obviously without a 34mm, so maybe they dropped the 34. I can't remember if there was one. And the Tudor Royal, so they've added looks like some sort of pearl style dial and some glitz around the Royal. And I think that's about it. So as I said, what I tend to do is I go into the press room. And what you can do in the press room is you can click in and get all the images and the press packs. Now what I've done is I have already downloaded the press pack, this one here. So let's have a look at this. Let's zoom in. So on the Black Bay Pro model, the reference time is indicated by an angular yellow snowflake hand, an aesthetic hallmark of Tudor, which completes a lap of the dial every 24 hours, as a GMT watch should do. Local time is indicated by another shorter snowflake hand set by the jumping hour, which can be moved either backwards or forwards. The date displayed through the aperture positioned at 3 o'clock is coupled with the local time hand, so that when setting the time and passing midnight in retrograde, it instantly jumps to the previous day. A highly unusual, sophisticated and particularly practical function for the user. I agree, for the traveller. Now, obviously Tudor had lots of problems with the Black Bay when it launched originally, with the GMT mechanism. We know that they fixed that now. So this uses the MT 5652, which is the same movement as in the full fat GMT. So it's interesting that they've managed to get it into this smaller form factor. Now I know lots of people were looking for a Black Bay 58 GMT. This is it. It's not a dive watch with a dive bezel. It's better than that. I think it's better than that. It's more Explorer. So it's Explorer Lite, Explorer 2 Lite. So this is COSC. It's not METAS. So -4 + 6 seconds a day, 70 hours power reserve. I say I've got the Tudor GMT, the movement's solid, the movement's accurate. So 3 flavours, steel. I like these sort of sailcloth type straps, and there's the normal Tudor NATO. Now I did flick through here before, and I don't think it says, but on the Word document version, it refers to the clasp. I'm trying to find it now whilst I'm talking, and it talks about a quick adjust. There we go. So a choice of 3 bracelet designs: black jacket fabric, hybrid rubber and leather, or riveted 316 steel with Tudor T-fit clasp and rapid adjustment. So top marks Tudor, you've given us a steel bracelet with rapid adjustment, so we're quite happy with that. Right, what I'm going to do now is just read some of the blurbs. So throughout their history, Tudor watches have been chosen by some of the boldest adventurers, like the 30 explorers who embarked on the 2 British North Greenland expedition to study Arctic ice exactly 70 years ago. Wow. With Tudor watches on their wrists, brand founder Hans Wilsdorf supplied watches for the members of the expedition. He just created the first waterproof and self-winding Tudor watch, the Oyster Prince model, and couldn't imagine a better environment for testing it than the extreme climate of the Arctic. The Black Bay Pro model reflects the heritage of those instruments used by the pioneering explorers. This is a tool watch designed for professional use. And who are we to disagree? Who are we? They look very rugged. I like the yellow and black. I think yellow and black's cool. We like yellow and black. So what I would advise you do is do what I've done, is download these things here. She looks nice with that watch on. I'm sure she'd look nice with any watch on. And here are the specs. So as we said, 70 amp power reserve, 7.8mm thickness of the movement, which means the watch won't be that thick. It doesn't really say what the watch thickness is, but I'm sure someone will have it in their hands as we speak and will do the measurements for us. Right, let's flick back to the GMT. Boom. Now, I looked at this previously, looking at this bracelet. It does look a little slimmer. Now, I'm not saying it is, but wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Now, again, looking at the Word document, it doesn't refer to a quick adjust, so I'm thinking that this doesn't have it. The clasp is slightly different in design than the regular GMT, so let's have a quick look at the regular GMT. I think they've updated the clasp on the regular GMT. That does look different. I don't have mine to hand to tell you any different, but let me just pop back into the trusty press area. We'll go to new watches. I need to go to Black Bay. Normally, Black Bay GMT and sport watches. Normally, it gives you the full rendition, but it's not going to do that for me, sadly. Well, we'll check that later, but that clasp looks different to me, so it'd be interesting to see if it's got a quick adjust. Now, this picture here looks the same as used on the previous, as does that one, so they've not updated the marketing pictures there, but that clasp definitely looks different. So I think the only change here, like I said before, is the steel and gold. We've got this sort of, call it a root beerish type of GMT now, isn't it? With the Black Bay 58 style gilt hands and indices, black and what colour is that? Beige, brown? It's not beige, is it? It's browny red. Don't know. And then you've got the folded gold over the centre links of the clasp of the bracelet. So adding to the Black Bay lineup, and it wasn't a surprise, was it, that Tudor have added the steel and gold, because that follows through a lot of their other model lines. So I like that. I like that a lot. So let's go back to the press room. Just bear with me a second. I need to find my way back. Find my way back, I do. 2022. There we go. Right, so chronograph. Another steel and gold model. I'm not a big fan of the chronograph. I think it's a bit big, and I think that the sub registers are a little bit fussy for me. So yeah, I did try the previous version on, not the new one, so with the slimmer form factor, but yeah, not for me. Now, Black Bay 31, 36, 39, 41 steel and gold. These ones, this sort of steel and gold version, I think that was already out. Maybe there's some different sizes. And obviously they released the silver dial last year. I've not seen too many of those in the wild. So that's nice to see that stayed. A bit more glitz. Now look at this here. This is very Rolex-esque clasp on the back. Very interesting. I wonder if they've got a quick slide clasp as well. Don't know. And then we've got Tudor Royal. So looks like there's some pearlescent style dials on there. Again, some steel and gold. Tudor Royal came out last year. They look pretty classy. Again, not my cup of tea, but then for a balding 50-year-old male, it's probably not for me at all, is it? But I'm sure there's someone out there that will buy them. Right, so I think we're there. I think we are there. So the standout are the Black Bay Pro GMT 58. I think I might buy one of those. S&G GMT, won't buy one of those. Chrono, no, not interested. And these ones here, not interested. Obviously, the other previous watches, the FXD, I've tried that one. It's nice. It's nice. Then the 58s, obviously, they had a lot of time last year with the different, the silver and the gold. Obviously, the Chrono that came out. Now, the ceramic, I'm still intrigued by. I'm intrigued. So there you go. Look, 32, 36, 41. So they've added the 39 into that with some extra sparkle. So there ends the English Watches review of the 2022 Tudor watches. Hope you enjoyed that little walk through the website, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.